Hey guys, today we are going to be discussing all 26 titles revealed for Season 6 of Miraculous Ladybug, when the season will be coming out, and brand new looks at what future characters in the Miraculous verse may look like. But before we get into today's video, be sure to subscribe so you never miss the tea on the show you love, and check out my Discord server linked in the description for the latest Miraculous news, future contests, and more. Now, let's get into it. Starting off with the Season 6 episode title list, there are a handful of episodes already sparking my interest, and I can't wait to hear what your guys' thoughts are on them. But first, let's read through the entire season and then we'll go title by title and discuss some early theories. Sorry in advance for my pronunciation, but some of these titles are so difficult to pronounce. Episode 1, Climatic Queen, 2, The Illustrator, 3, Sublimation, 4, Daddy Cop, 5, Where Papas, 6, Sleeping Siren, 7, El Toro de Piedra, 8, Vampagami, 9, Mr. Agrest, 10, The Dark Castle, 11, Revelator, 12, Reckless Driver, 13, Yaxi Gozen, 14, Grendiper, 15, The Ruler, 16, Noe, 17, A Fairy Goodnight, 18, The Dirtifiers, 19, Regenara Zone, 20, Heart Fixer, 21, The Chain Titans, 22, Lady Chaos, 23, Sad Nazi, 24, Queen of the Dread Zone, 25, Secret Protocol, and last but not least, 26, Nemesis. So first things first, you'll notice that a lot of these names appear to be very similar to previous episodes and akumatizations, such as Climatic Queen likely referring to stormy weather, Daddy Cop like Roger Cop, Yaxi Gozen like Ikari Gozen, and so on. Considering that Season 6 is set to be like a Season 1, I'm wondering if we'll be seeing a lot of repeat akumatizations now, just in the new animation style, or just very similar concepts to their originals, only now stronger with Lila being the new holder of the Butterfly Miraculous. So assuming episode 1 could very well be a stormy weather kind of episode, episode 2, Illustrator, could revolve around Nathaniel, though I don't know if he'll actually get akumatized. Episode 3, titled Sublimation, seems to be about Mark since he is the holder of the Rooster Miraculous, granting him the power of sublimation, and again, I don't think he'll be akumatized, but perhaps we'll be getting to learn more about each character this season through their own episodes, as now they are all permanent holders of Miraculous. Okay, 4 is called Daddy Cop, and I had the same reaction to this as all of you guys, but it could involve Sabrina's father, Roger, and 5, Where Papas, could be about Marinette's father and her grandpa possibly, since it's very similar to Where Dad. 6, Sleeping Siren, will likely revolve around Kim and Ondine. 7, El Toro de Piedra, again, apologies for my pronunciation, but when translated, comes out to be something along the lines of Stone Bull. So I think this will be about Ivan, and way back when the Season 5 finale came out and the writers did a reaction to it, it was mentioned that Ivan in particular has things stressing him out, but that we will only learn about them in later seasons, so perhaps this episode could touch on that. Episode 8 is called Vampagami, which seems to be like Vampire Kagami, and I really have no idea what to expect for this one, but I'm excited to see my girl Kagami, and I have my fingers crossed that this season will involve her and her mother more than ever, especially since just a few episodes down for 13, we can see Yaxi Gozen, similar to Ikari Gozen, and 9 being Mr. Agrest is pretty iconic since in Season 4, episode 9 was called Gabriel Agrest, and a very anticipated episode at that. It was revealed that we could look forward to meeting Adrian's grandparents this season, and it'll be super interesting if they're from Gabriel's side of the family, as I was actually expecting for them to be from Emily's after learning about her and Amelie's backstory last season. 10, The Dark Castle, is another one that's really intriguing to me. The first thing that came to my mind was the little comic stories Nathaniel and Mark would create about Adrian locked away in the castle, but I also thought about Adrian and his former living situation in the Agrest mansion. While I imagine things will be better now for him and less depressing, the Agrest mansion could have been perceived as a dark castle at one point too. 11, Revelator, similar to Revelation from Season 5, will likely reveal something big, whether that be to us or a particular character. 12, Reckless Driver, I have no thoughts other than that one moment when Cat Noir comments on what a reckless driver this guy was in Reverser.
Whoa, you drive like a maniac!
And 13, Yaxi Gozen, I've already got gone over, but again, I'm really hoping for more lore surrounding Miss Tsurugi. 14, Gren Diaper could possibly be about August. 15, The Ruler at first had me thinking about Lila, but what if it had to do with Manon? Now, I personally do not believe in the Lila Manon theory, but I do believe that we'll eventually see Lila using the younger generation to her advantage, like Manon, Chris, and so on. It just got me thinking how Manon as puppeteer allows for her to rule over people, and if we're going along with the whole reusing season 1, 2, and even 3 akumatizations in this season, then I could very well see a character like her returning. We could even consider the Supreme, Mrs. Bustier, Chloe, or maybe even Kagami's mom, but again, these are all just quick and early thoughts rolling off the top of my head right now. 16, Noe might be a new character. 17, A Fairy Goodnight may bring back a Sandboy kind of storyline. 18, The Dirtifiers reminded me of the Sapides. 19, Regenera Zone might have to do with our boy Luca, and here's why. If we break down the word into two, the first half has multiple meanings, but one of them being a mountain in Switzerland, while Narzone translates narration or story. Now, I may look back on this and see just how delusional I was, but thinking about the fact that each permanent holder will likely have their own episodes this season, it got me thinking where Luca will fit into this list since he is now a guardian and has been around the world with his dad training. Maybe we'll get to see what he was up to during that time. I'm honestly not too sure, but I can't wait to find out what this episode will be about since I can hardly pronounce the title itself. 20, Heart Fixer could be a Kim episode since he's previously known as Dark Cupid, but I did also consider the fact that in the same interview I mentioned from earlier with Thomas and Sebastian, they also shared that Natalie would be more developed this season and her last name meaning heartless. It's just a speculation, but I would love any content revolving around Natalie. From here on out, these final episodes of the season tend to be some of the most intense, so at the moment I really don't have any expectations, but 21, The Chain Titans sounds really cool. 22, Lady Chaos has a lot of fans, including myself, believing that this could finally be the time that Marinette gets akumatized, especially since episode 22 of season 3 was Cat Blanc, but just because I get my hopes up every season about her getting akumatized, this episode could even revolve around Lila since she does cause a lot of chaos. 23, Sad Nancy seems to be about Alia's older sister Genora, and 24, Queen of the Dread Zone could involve Chloe since not only do her episodes tend to include Queen in the title, but also because in both season 4 and 5, those happen to be pretty big episodes for her, or at least revolve around her in some way. This season, it seems that our only 2-part episode will be the finale, though even that isn't specified, but assuming that that will be the case, we know that this will be our first special with Lila as the main antagonist, which is super exciting and will require a lot of preparation and teamwork. We'll also be getting to see all of the main heroes back again unless something happens throughout the season, and the final episode Nemesis further adds to Lila being the main villain since she is a formidable opponent and wants revenge on Ladybug and vice versa. I'm even having thoughts if the finale could revolve around Ladybug being the villain in the eyes of everyone else, if something were to happen or be revealed to the public, causing her to be akumatized and seeking revenge on Lila. But right now, I'm definitely leaning more towards her, Cat Noir, and the rest of the heroes just going after the Butterfly Miraculous. So as for when this season will be coming out, I wish I could give you guys an exact date, but we still actually don't know. Throughout this year, it's been said time and time again that we could expect for the season to be rolling out by the end of this year. And if that were to be the case, we should have already at least gotten an episode or 2 by now. It seems like we won't be getting the new season until next year, and if we do get anything, it might just be 1 episode, which of course is better than nothing, but I would say that 2025 is looking a lot more likely now, which does worry me since the hiatus has already done what feels like a lot of of damage to the fan base and overall interest in this series, but all we can do is hopefully hold on just a little longer and we'll finally be back to getting episodes regularly. On a more positive note, I imagine that once this season begins airing that the hiatus in between seasons and specials will be shorter, but that's just speculation since Miraculous has been having to adjust to this new style and workflow. And lastly, we have an updated character design for Lady Tiger and a sneak peek at other heroes to come. You may be wondering why her character design changed from this concept to this, and there's an explanation. Oftentimes, the character designs we're teased are usually not the final ones, and that can be shown for not just Lady Tiger, but as well as other hero designs revealed in this image. A lot of these will likely change by the time we see them again, and as for Lady Tiger, it's been revealed that she will be fighting against cancer. We can see who likely appears to be Rainbow Light, Lady Lion / Jungle Queen, Lady Butterfly, and possibly Captain Justice and Time Master. Other familiar heroes that can be spotted are Faireon, Cat Noir, King Monkey, Carapace, Ryuko, Ladybug, Queen Bee, and Rena Rouge. I know, I'm wondering why Queen Bee is there too, but it's most likely just an error. But as always, what do you guys think? Be sure to let me know your thoughts and theories down below and subscribe so you never miss the tea on the show you love. And an extra special thanks to my Celestial Guardian channel members, Libby, Fa, Simply Noah, Amandine, and John. And if you'd like to become a member here on my channel and receive benefits such as early access to my videos, shoutouts, special emojis to use in the comments, and updates on what I'm working on next, then you can head to the link in my description and choose your tier from there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.